Hi, and welcome to Radiant Abundance. So, today we're going to start talking about living at your highest frequency, not like once in a time, but as the standard of your life. And we're going to paint a picture of what full alignment actually looks like. And then we're going to anchor it into your body. And so we're all on the same page. Full alignment is when your mind, your body, your energetic field, and money are all speaking the same language and they're vibrating at the same frequency. It's kind of like telling the same story, which is abundance. So, we're going to have fun with today's little video. So, when your mind is aligned with your dominant thoughts about money, you have thoughts of expansion, possibility, and trust. But we're not perfectionists, right? We can't do this consistently all the time because we're going to have parts or days where doubt, fear, anxiety comes in. And that's normal. That's part of being human. We are here to learn how to balance our emotions. So we kind of want to keep at a higher frequency, not this up, down, happy, sad, that kind of idea. But we want to have one, typically, your dominant thought or channel in your mind is faith, of expecting something good is happening. You could say something like, of course, this is going to work out. Of course, abundance or money is flowing to me. Of course, I'm supported by the universe. Of course, the universe is generous. And, you could go on and on. Okay, so that's more about your mindset getting in line. So your body is a really good place to pay attention because say you open up on your phone the app and you go, "Oh my God, right? What happened? Your shoulders went up to your ears, you got a little stress, your nervous system said, danger, 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 and your body is not in a relaxed, trusting state. So this was a hard one for me to practice. I practiced paying cash at like the grocery store when I bought something. And my fear was I'd run out of money because at one time I didn't have a lot and I had to put things back out of my cart. So that played it's a trigger, a memory. So then I had to reframe that memory that was in my body because my heart would beat faster. I would literally start to sweat. So you have to teach your nervous system that it's safe and it's not dangerous. And so when you go to spend money, example, I would tell myself, I'm safe. I have enough. And I just would sit there and repeat this, and I'd take a couple deep breaths and I'd teach my body it was safe to spend money. It was safe. I had enough. And pretty soon my nervous system got calm. I buy stuff and I don't even think about the price now because I have taught my body it's safe. So if you go into that state of, oh my God, teach your body it's safe to spend money. It's safe to receive money. It's safe to have more than enough money in your account. So then let's talk about our frequency. So your energy is, it kind of goes out before you. And a good example is when you walk into a room, you're broadcasting your thoughts, your emotions as you go into that room. So why not send out the signal of prosperity, abundance as you go into the room? And you can do it really simple with affirmations. Sit in the car for a minute and go, I'm prosperous, I'm magnetic, I'm somebody that abundance and opportunities flow to me. And then When you go into the room, you're walking in with confidence, with certainty, and you have a different energetic signature. So when all three of these are in alignment, things in your life are easy, and the material world, like money, flows to you easily and effortlessly. But sometimes we're not in alignment and we forget. So, alignment's not a destination that you get to and you go, oh, here we are. I've got it. I wish it was like that. It's kind of like gardening. You have to water the plant, you have to pull the full weeds that come up, you have to prune the bush, and you have to kind of constantly keep maintenance on your garden. So that's the same idea. You want to do maintenance. And so here are three ways you can do maintenance. You can do daily, like in the morning, sit down and do your affirmations, journaling, visualing, gratitude. You can lay in bed and do gratitude before your feet even hit the floor. It takes like 5 minutes, right? And you want to set the tone for your day. So you are broadcasting a clear, strong, magnetic energy that says, of course, today is a wonderful day. Things are happening for my best and highest good. And universe, send me a surprise today that makes me smile or laugh and bring me something fun, right? You can set your intentions and then you can work on weekly. So this is about once a week, you kind of sit down. It could be like Sunday evening or Wednesday midweek check, and you kind of check in with yourself and you go, how is my frequency this week? Did I dip? What pulled me down? How did I get out of it? Or how did I pull myself back up? What am I proud of? And then you want to revisit your goals, your dreams, your desires, because you want to have a vivid image in your mind of what your goals are that you're working towards. And you want to work on it weekly. I personally have an accountability buddy. We meet every Monday and we set our goals for the week. And then during the week, I spend a little time and tap in and keep working on my goals. And then lastly, so we talked about the day, we talked about the week. Guess what's next? The month. Okay, so the month you could do a bigger audit like what happened this week? What did my frequency create? How was my mindset? Am I or was I in the version of myself that is prosperous? Because remember, we're always practicing being the best version of ourselves. And we want to tap into that frequency as often as we can. And pretty soon we become that goal, dream, or desire. So once a month, you work on a plan. My accountability and I do quarterly goals, but once a month I check in to see where am I on my quarterly goals. And be sure to write it down because if you don't write it down, it's kind of like a wish compared to reality. Now, we will have days when we slip up, and the key is to catch yourself. So, how do you know when you slip up? It might be a moment where you slip back into that old comfortable frequency of scarcity thinking, worry, fear, anxiety, sadness. I get sadness. A lot of times it's blood sugar, but when I hit sadness, I go, oh, what's going on? I pay attention. That's my sign something's off. So, what is your sign? Because this old habit or belief or feeling is a former money story or an emotion that just kind of comes up to the surface once in a while to say, hey, am I needed? No, go back to sleep. And it's kind of like, nope, I'm doing good. Stay there. And this is just part of the process. It's kind of like your old self wants to test the new self to see, oh, am I needed? Do I want to dip my toes back in the old cruddy pool or do I want to stay in the nice clean pool? So this test of identity is just temporary. Don't get caught up in it. Don't believe the lies. It's just a little dip. And the key is not to ever not get into this little slip or dip. It's to recognize when you're in it and get out of it faster. Return back to your higher frequency. And we do this with love and compassion. We're not judging ourselves. And, you know, I am my worst critic. I'm sure you are your worst critic. And we can criticize ourselves to the cows come home. I don't know where that came from, but anyhow, um, we don't want to put any shame on ourselves. So you may be wondering what these signs look like if you slip up. So it could be you're avoiding looking at your finances. Like, oh my gosh, I spent a lot of money. I don't want to know how much I spent. My credit card's probably a little higher than what I'm anticipating. Okay, avoidance. Or, man, have you noticed things have gone up? Gas is like $7 or groceries are really high. Whatever you're complaining about, it starts to creep up in your conversations. That's a red flag. And it could be one morning you're running late and you don't have time to skip your morning routine, meditating, gratitude, visualization, affirmations, whatever it is you like to do. You might skip your exercise. Well, all of a sudden, it's been about a week since I've been able to do that. Well, you don't want to get into 2 weeks because then you got to restart up all over again. So it's about paying attention to the little red flags that you're avoiding, criticizing, skipping, forgetting. It has this heavy energy about it. So this is what we want to um, tell ourselves, oh, I forgot. That's okay. I'm starting over. And really simple little thing you can tell yourself is, oh, yeah, I see that. That's the old pattern. That's not who I am anymore. Thank you for showing me. I am now choosing to be this. I am choosing to be productive. I'm choosing to do my morning goals. I'm choosing da 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 da, whatever you're choosing to do. And you're going to return to your rituals. You're going to return to the gratitude, the meditation, checking your checkbook, checking account, whatever you do. And you're going to do this as, oh, yeah, I forgot, but now I'm back on track. It's not a sign of weakness. It's just that your brain does not like learning new things. It likes to keep you in the same old little box because it's safe. But we're breaking out of that box and we're stepping into a new person, new identity, and new persona. And here's something people forget. And I have to remind myself of this too. As we start growing and changing and becoming this new identity, our set point will rise. Every time we financially rise, our set point rises and our identity gets upgraded. Well, the wealthy identity you had here is not going to support this new wealthy identity. So it's not one and done. It's practice. If you look at it like instead of perfection, practice. Who are you becoming? And the version of you that was, learning how to deal with their money frequency and upgrade it, that's not the person who is already in this higher vibration being the next level self. So as you grow, your identity shifts, your ceiling shifts. So a good question to ask yourself is, who's the next version of me? What do I believe about money that I haven't owned yet? What have I been hesitating, procrastinating on? And what do I need to release that's holding me back? So just ask yourself a couple of these questions to help you get clear that you're shifting into this new identity. And remember, this new identity is not a fixed destination, it's a journey, it's an expansion. Every day you're becoming a better person. And who do you want to be today? So remember, as we're becoming this better person, take time to celebrate yourself. You're doing a great job. And we forget to celebrate our wins, honor ourselves, how we've shifted our mindset, how our energy is getting higher. And we just want to celebrate ourselves for the abundance we're receiving. And remember, celebration is a higher energy. And when we celebrate and have fun, the universe goes, yay, we'll give you some more because it's always matching our energy, right? So you want to practice celebrating. So this week, pay attention. You're doing this inner work, you're shifting your mindset, your vibration, your um, body, energy, mind. Okay. So celebrate every time you do a ritual. Yay, I did it. I did it. I'm so happy, right? Unexpected money comes in. Yay, I'm so happy. Yay. You did something you were afraid of. Oh my gosh, I made a video and I put it out on Facebook or whatever your fear is. Celebrate that you did it. And when you start celebrating, it's this ripple effect. So when you're shifting your energy, raising your vibration, it's not only helping you, but it's helping the collective consciousness. So your friends will feel it, your family members will see it. People will start recognizing your energies shifting and you're living the demonstration of the kind of person that they wish they could be. And also, when you start clearing all these old junky limiting beliefs and stuff, you're clearing your family line. So your other family members are being benefited from you doing this work, and it goes, out into the universe. What's really weird, I did this meditation one time. I was holding the earth between my hands and sending it loving energy. And I saw a wave of love go from the earth out into outer space. And it just kept vibrating and going and going and going. And that's how I realized, oh my God, the energy we send out keeps going and it feeds beyond our conscious what we can think where it goes. Like I had no idea. I just knew it went way out into outer space. So the energy that you're building, raising, it's not only helping you, it's helping the entire universe. And that was really impressive when I did that. So the person you're helping is also benefiting from you shifting your energy. So let's embody a mindset shift. And so we want to practice this a little bit more. So say with me, repeat after me. I am choosing a higher vibration lifestyle. Reframe, let's start over. I'm choosing higher vibe living as my lifestyle. That's much better, huh? Okay, let's do it again. I'm choosing high vibe living as my lifestyle. So, this is about a reminder. You're making this commitment that you're living this high vibe lifestyle. And so the old frequency can just like float away and life will happen. Uh, you'll forget something. It's a good reminder. Go, oh, yeah, remind myself, make a sticky note. I am living a high vibe lifestyle. This is my new baseline. This is who I'm choosing to be. And so let's anchor this into our body with some affirmations, okay? So put your hand on your heart and take a deep breath. And exhale. Let's do it again. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. And then repeat after me. I am a money magnet. My frequency is elevated and magnetic. I attract abundance easily from all directions. I am worthy of wealth. I give myself permission to be wealthy. I embody the energy of the person who I'm calling in. I've arrived. High vibe living is something I practice daily. It is who I am. I am radiant. I am abundant. I am magnetic. And so it is. So take a deep breath in. Let your hands relax. I have to have a little sip of water. And feel that in every cell in your body. This is your new anchor. And you can come back to this anytime you need to. So come back to it in the morning or when things get hard, because this is a reminder of who you are. Just put your hands on your heart, say your affirmations, tap back into the successful energy. And I want to thank you for doing this work and choosing to elevate your energy. And remember, your abundant life isn't coming, it's here right now. So go live it with joy and happiness. And I will see you inside the abundant community. Want to manifest more abundance with support and guidance? Come join the Abundance Club. Each month, we dive into a topic like money mindset, manifestation, identity shift, self worth, and shifting your prosperity frequency. You'll get weekly trainings and powerful tools to help you create your next level of abundance. And it's free to join. So check out the link in the bio, and I'll see you in the community.